They make it pretty simple for you to, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. In the feasibility study, it will tell you what the expected demand in the market is, and you know how many square feet you're building, right? So if I'm looking at this facility and we're building 130,000 square feet of rentable space, but the demand in the market is only 70,000, I'm not going to build 130,000. Right? It still might make financial sense to build 70,000, but it basically tells you based on the demographics of what is existing, not what's planned, but what's existing. It does take into account plans, but they change every day, right? So a new 200 unit complex is going in, and you don't find that out until after the feasibility study is done. When that pops up, that's not taken into account in your feasibility study. So you just need to know that it's kind of a 30,000 foot view based on today, right? So the feasibility study says based on today's demographics, the expected absorption is going to be X number of square feet. You want to make sure that you're underneath that. The bank is going to look at this too, right? When you're looking at financing, they're using this feasibility consultant study to really dig in and figure out, should we finance this deal? If so, what kind of leverage are we going to be able to give to them? So, you know, if we're looking at a piece of property and they say you can build 30,000 square feet here, and we have a piece of land that'll absorb 100,000, then we're not gonna buy it, right? It's too big of a piece and not enough demand in the market. 3 facilities that we have, they're absorbing less than half of the current demand that was there a year ago when we did the feasibility study. So that's number one. You know, is the project feasible is what comes out of the feasibility study. So is the demand there versus how much you're building? Number 2 is competition. I mean, no competition in the area is great, but that's atypical, right? Especially in towns like Orlando. There's new things coming out of the ground all the time. So what's existing? How many square feet are there? What's their occupancy rate? You know, if you see a bunch of new facilities that have come online recently, and you can absorb 100,000 square feet, you want to make sure that you still fit into that 100,000 square feet after they're full, right? So you're just looking at metrics. It's pretty simple to look at. Is the demand there? You're going to create some supply. Do those things coexist properly?